What's up YouTube? It's Young Men's Daily Red Pill. I'm back for the upload. I appreciate you guys for clicking on my content, sharing my videos, liking my videos, just spreading this awareness because we need other young men to wake up and to understand what female nature is, understand that they're living in a matrix and they need to escape before it's too late. And that's my whole goal in this channel, because I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did. If you're younger than me, or if you're my age and you're still living in that fantasy, you still think that everything's sugar and spice and everything nice, you think that you're untouchable, you think that these certain stories, these situations, these scenarios that I share with you in my past life, or just stories that we hear from other men on this channel can't happen to you, and that there's no way that your woman would do that to you. You are living in a lie. You aren't living in reality. You want to believe something that simply isn't true. And what I'm telling you guys hurts, but it's the truth. It hurts, but you need to be aware of these things so you don't get hurt, so it doesn't end up costing you your life, or it doesn't end up costing you money in the long term. So I was scrolling on Reddit and I really enjoy some of their stories because it relates to me at so many different levels and just different experiences that I've had in my life personally, especially when it comes to cheating women, especially when it comes to catching women cheating on you, especially like your girlfriend or your wife. I was never married, but I've had girlfriends cheat on me, and these stories just hit home heavy. And I can relate to them. And I can relate to the types of things that these women will say after you catch them in the act, after you catch them cheating. They'll tend to tell you these same exact excuses and make up a bunch of different things in order for you not to accuse them, in order for them to get by. Even though they clearly did these things, they will lie to you. They will lie to the simp. They will lie to the mangina because they believe that you're gullible, and you are gullible. When you're not red pill aware and you don't understand what's going on around you, you will be taken advantage of. If you don't have a backbone, you will be taken advantage of. Even if you do have a backbone, there's social media, there's just too many options nowadays. She could literally be walking down she could have her work boyfriend, she could have her boyfriend on social media, she could have guys just hollering at her every which way, and you won't even know about the half of it. The title of this article is "Today I Caught My Wife of Nearly 4 Years Cheating on Me." What it talks about relates to me so personally and so deeply, because whenever you catch someone cheating, if you guys have ever caught anyone cheating on you, what they'll always do is it's always either your fault or they come up with some stupid excuse that clearly, obviously wasn't the truth, that isn't the truth. They try to evade the truth, and then they try to flip the script on you, and they either blame it on their emotions, how they felt in that moment, or something that's completely ridiculous and something that you have no control over. It doesn't justify the fact that you cheated and you decided to spread your legs for another man, but they'll continue to push this narrative that it's your fault and that somehow what you did led to them cheating. And I'm tired of seeing men get tricked by this. I was tricked by this. I believed my girlfriend all the times that I saw the text messages in the phone, all the times I would go to her work and I would see her flirting with this other coworker, all the times I would be walking with her and I would see the looks on other men's faces as I walked with her, looking like they had already been with her, looking like they had already done things to her, seen her in different ways that I didn't know about. That was the worst feeling I've ever felt in my life. And every time that I ended up finally catching them cheating, there was always an excuse. It was always something that I did. There was never any accountability, no responsibility. It was simply just my fault, and they couldn't justify why they did it. So I'm going to break down this article for you guys, give you my thoughts and opinions, read what he has to say, and let you know what to watch out for, because these females will keep lying on you, and they will continue to lie to you if you're a simp and you don't understand female nature. You don't understand how these women operate. You don't understand how to read through their lies and their manipulation, because that's all it really is. Let's check out this article. He starts it out saying, "My wife was going on a night out with one of her girlfriends. Never a good idea, gentlemen. Never a good idea. Ever. Don't ever let her go out on a girls trip. Don't ever let her go out at night to the bar. The right setting and the right opportunity, she has to cheat. She will take advantage of it. Especially if she's around alcohol, she's intoxicated, she's around that environment. All it takes is the guy with the right smooth charisma, the alpha guy to come around and just scoop her right up, especially after a few drinks. Never a good idea, guys. Her friends picked her up and they went into town. My wife forgot her key. I needed to keep the back door unlocked. It gets to 1 a.m. I send her a text saying, 'Don't be too late due to the door being open.' No response. 2:30 a.m. Still not home. Bad sign. At this point, I start calling, but there is no answer. Fast forward to 8 a.m., 70-ish calls later, and still no sign of her. I was worried at this point. Okay, I already know what's going on. She's getting dug out, literally. And that's why you can't reach her. But see, when you're blue pill, when you're a simp, when you don't understand what's going on, why she's not answering her phone late at night, why does she continue to go out with her girls, why are they always out so late, why does she just mute my messages, mute my calls, why does she never check in with me, why does she not listen to what I tell her, why does she not communicate with me about what's going on? You as a man are confused and lost and depressed. I was at my most depressed when my girlfriend would do things and I couldn't explain why she would do things the way she did things, and how she was so tricky and manipulative the way she did these things, and she just lied out of her teeth like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. She lied like it was the truth, with a straight face. A church girl. A girl that went to church. Dad's a pastor's kid. We'll keep reading this. Backtrack a little to around 1 a.m. when I noticed on her laptop, which she left on, but on the screen lock, a notification of a Facebook message from a random guy telling her what bar she was in, but then no further messages. So then this morning, she finally texts me and says she is at her friend's. I then check the laptop again and see an exchange of messages between her and said friend. I can't see what my wife is saying, just friends' responses. All the text messages, that all the dirty things that you want to know, all of that, the dirt and the cheating and all the things that she'll never tell you and she'll hide from you, that's what the friend and her talk about. That's what they talk about. So if you read her messages, read what she and her friend are talking about as well. Not just what she's texting other guys. Because most of the time she'll delete those texts, or she'll remove those guys from Snapchat and then add them back later when you're not looking at her phone. But when she's talking to her best friend and she leaves those text messages up, they get careless about that because they don't think we're going to look through those things. Trust me. All the text messages, all the dirt you need on your girlfriend, all the things she will never tell you, she and the best friend have communicated those things between each other. Trust me, guys. The friend was asking if she was home yet and when she would go home. Then asked the wife, "What is your story? I will make sure to stick to it." They're plotting out. This is what they do. They plot out a whole story and they're all on board with it. The friends don't even care about you as a man. Her friends, not all women, but these types of women, the majority of women, will have their friends back in situations such as this where they're allowed to cheat, they're allowed to do whatever they want with whoever they want, and they will cover each other's back at all costs. But if you do that in the reverse with a woman and you have a mistress, eventually she's going to want to be with you. And eventually, if you don't wife her up, if you don't start dating her, she's going to tell your girlfriend. She's going to expose you. But on the flip side of things, these girlfriends have each other's backs, man, and they will rat you out, and they will come up with any stories, any types of manipulation in order to protect themselves. They then plan the story about why she had to take a taxi home, and friend was saying, "Don't worry, for all he knows, you are here asleep in my spare room." Disgusting. After a few further messages, the best message of the lot was sent. So how big was his DICK then? And he said, "I photographed all the messages." This is disgusting. Later then, wife returned home. At first, I play it cool like I don't know what went on. She is walking around the house acting perfect, like nothing was wrong. Eventually I confront her and show the messages. At first she swore blind that she was at a friend's house and that I could call and check on that. Of course I could. They already got their story straight. When I showed her the last messages, she eventually admitted she was at this guy's house. Slept in his bed, but nothing happened. I calmly left the house with her yelling at me to leave. Like it's his fault. Like it's his fault. And you know what, guys? What really sticks out to me about this was the fact, what really just irks me, and I see it happen all the time because it happened to me more than once. I slept at his house. I slept in his bed, but I didn't sleep with him. My last relationship, my ex-girlfriend was a server, and she used to always talk about these creepy guys at the bar, always hitting on her. Creepy guys, creepy this. They're always in my DMs. They found my Instagram somehow. They found my social media. They found my phone number. Magically, somehow. And guess what? One night she said she was going out with her girlfriends. She needed some alone time, some space. And somehow my girlfriend and her friend and these guys all ended up in the same apartment, and they all spent the night together. And guess what she said to me? She came crying the next day, begging on her knees when I found out. saying that all I did was I just slept in the bed by myself. I didn't sleep with anyone else. They slept in the living room. 3 guys that were creeping her out, that were talking to her all the time at work, that I found text messages, DMs, pictures, all of this back and forth right under my nose. I would go sit at her work and wait for her to get off her shift, and these guys were there waiting for her as well, and they'd still be talking to her. She would still be friendly with them. And you know what her excuse was? Well, if I disrespect them, I stop talking to them, they're not going to tip me very well. I need to be a little flirtatious so they'll tip me very well. You know what the blue pill simp in me thought? Oh, that's fine. Oh, maybe I'm being a little too protective. Maybe I'm being a little insecure. Maybe these guys are just creepy. Why does she have their number? I don't know why they have her number, but I don't know why they're in her phone and why they have her on social media, why they're meeting up with them after work sometimes. But they're creepy, and they're smoking together, and they're drinking together. Doesn't make any sense. And somehow my girlfriend didn't invite these guys over to the apartment, but her friend did, even though her friend knows how I feel about them. They don't care. They're all on the same team. These females are all on the same team. They're all on the same team. Every single last one of them. They have each other's back. It's a sisterhood out here. We don't even have a real brotherhood, because we snitch on each other for some poo-tang. But these women out here, they have each other's backs regardless of whatever goes on. They'll come up with stories like you see in this. They'll lie to your face straight up, like she lied to my face. They'll tell you, oh, I was just sleeping at his house in the same bed, but we didn't do anything. What the hell? Does that make any sense? They'll lie to you. They'll lie to the simp in you. They'll lie to the old simp in me. But it doesn't fly anymore. I'm not letting my guys get fooled on this channel or anyone else that watches this video or my content. We need to take this back, because the manipulation, the lies, lying to the simp in all of us, lying to our faces has to stop. Men are starting to wake up to this. Men are starting to say, listen, I'm too good of a man to be disrespected and continue to be cheated on and lied to like this. Let's keep reading this. 12 hours later, I am now not speaking with her or responding to messages. She started saying she did nothing wrong and that I was the one throwing it all away. Apparently me leaving was proof I never loved her. Now we are at the borderline emotional blackmail stage, claiming she is heartbroken along with her son from a previous relationship. I feel like she is trying to make me feel bad about leaving, like I should go running back to her. She broke my trust, and for me, that's the end. She still swears nothing happened between them. I don't have solid evidence they did sleep together, but I feel the evidence strongly points towards that. Dude, you saw the messages on her phone. This is the thing about the simp, man. And I was in the same position. You see the evidence in front of you, you just don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe that your woman, the holy woman that you decided to claim as your girlfriend, would be so wicked and so manipulative, and she'll lie to you through her teeth. She'll lie to your face, and she will manipulate you until she dies. She still won't admit to it to this man. She slept in another man's bed after he saw the text messages. How big was his junk, the friend asked. They came up with separate stories. He saw that she messaged some guy asking what bar she was at. She didn't respond to his calls all night. She blames it on him in the end. She still blames it on him. She blames it on him because she got caught cheating and she doesn't want to be held responsible. That she's a disgusting person. Simple as that. But you women want to get married. But you women want us to propose to you. You women act like, I'm not talking about all women, but majority of you women give yourselves away to a lot of men. And the simp won't know about it if he marries you. Us red pill men, we know. You can't get that past us. We're too well versed. We're too well educated. There's too many videos out here. There's too much knowledge out there to slide that past us. Too many men out here talking about this on a daily basis, waking men up. I had this happen to me so many times. I'm tired of it. Tired of seeing other men go through it. They'll lie to your face, man. The evidence is right there, and they still lie to you until they die. You could be broken up with her and she'll still lie to you because it's an ego thing. That's how much value they put on this. That they will still lie to you when you're not together years later because they can't give up that that sense of virtue, that they're still a virtuous woman when she is not a virtuous woman. She's a succubus, Jezebel spirited, manipulative, wicked woman that is not a wife material. And this woman was married to this man. Why would she get married to this man if she still had that urge in them? A lot of women still do this. Women divorce 70% of the time. They initiate divorce 70% of the time because they're not ready to settle down. They just want the title of marriage, but they don't really want to commit to you, because at the right place at the right time with the right girlfriends, they'll still cheat on you. And you won't know anything about it. And even if you do find out about it, she'll keep lying to you. She will keep manipulating you, and she will start having more sex with you just to shut you up. She'll start loving on you that week. She'll start crying to you, crying on your shoulder, giving you more sex, treating you real well for that 1 week. And then once you forgive her, she's back to doing all this behind your back. And you won't know about it. Wake up. Wake up, man. It's time we wake up for this. Respect yourself enough to go your own way. You don't have to deal with stuff like this. You know how many emails I get every week with men talking about they think their wife's cheating, and they have evidence for it. They have proof. They have text messages. They have videos that sometimes, and they still want to believe that she's virtuous and she is not cheating when she is. And she will continue to lie to you guys. She'll continue to manipulate you guys because that's what they're so good at doing. So wake up, man. Take the red pill. Take it now before it's too late. Take it now before you do like this guy and get married to one of these. I almost got married to the girl that was the server that I was talking to you guys about. And that wasn't the first time I'd been manipulated in front of my eyes like that. That was the last time I let that happen, though. That was the last time. I said, I'm too high value for this. You should feel the same way. We are too high value to deal with these women. These loose, succubus women. Go your own way. Take the red pill. Increase your own net worth. Invest in yourself like I always talk about. That should be your priorities right now. Let the women come later if you want them. But right now, and forever actually, you should be focusing on what can I do to improve my life and my resources and how much money I'm making. Who I can help in my family. Helping yourself. Don't let her manipulate you guys. Don't let her manipulate you. Don't let her do something like this and then try to come back into your life. Don't do it. If you're still dealing with women, don't let this happen to you, because they will do anything to lie to you and do this behind your back, and you won't know about it. Sometimes evidence is right in front of your face and you still won't know about it. Keep going your own way. Keep taking the red pill every single day. Investing in yourself is the best investment you can make, because only you can let yourself down when you invest in yourself. So you hold all that responsibility. Not some thought, not some other man, but you. You have it in you to invest in yourself. So get it done. Continue to improve. Continue to self-improve. Become the best version of yourself. No days off.